From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Thanks for joining us this morning. It's Thursday, September 21st.
Let's get started.
It's slightly apocalyptic, maybe more than slightly apocalyptic.
It's deja vu as you wake up on this Thursday morning. The smoky skies are here to stay for now on this first alert weather day.
We continue to hear the difficult plight of farm workers.
We're spotlighting those who work hard in the fields during our special coverage of Hispanic Heritage Month.
If they keep talking, eventually you hope they're going to come to something.
Could a breakthrough be in the works? Possible signs of progress between Hollywood writers and production studios.
We started to see less and less of those familiar faces.
A San Francisco restaurant going against the trend. Their push to welcome the community and offer a seat at their table.
To the edge, steps through a tackle, now cuts it back. Deebo Samuel through traffic for the touchdown.
Are you ready for some football? We're counting down to kickoff at Levi Stadium for the Niners home opener. And good morning once again. I'm Nicole Zalumis, and we're missing someone. Reed Cowan is off today. I think he's sleeping in so he can stay up late to watch the Niners.
100%. I mean, he took the day off, especially for the Niner game. We miss you, Reed, but he'll be back on Monday. I'm Gianna Franco, but we got to talk about all these smoky conditions out there because I know you can smell it. Let's take a live look outside right now. You're waking up to another day with those murky skies because of the smoke on what is another first alert weather day. It's also another spare the air day, which means you might want to consider limiting your outdoor activities.
And this is what's causing all of the problems. Wildfires burning near the California-Oregon border. There are 3 huge complex fires burning in the Siskiyou and Humboldt counties.
So let's check in with Jessica right now. And Jessica, I know with this first alert weather day again today, are we going to see any signs of this maybe clearing at least a little bit closer to the weekend? Because temperatures are so beautiful right now.
I know. We were outside yesterday. I was walking Chopper and I kept thinking to myself, this would be the best day to head out to the park. And yet we could barely make it for about a minute before I started coughing. And, you know, to answer your question, Gianna, it's going to take a couple days, but we are going to start seeing some improvements. Let's take a look at our forecast right now. Throughout the Bay Area, as we wake up this morning, we are dealing with those hazy skies. Here's a look at our current air quality map right behind me. Take a look at your local community. You're probably in that red category, which shows unhealthy conditions widespread throughout the Bay. This is some of the worst smoke we've seen in quite some time that's really impacted many of us here in the Bay Area. 56 degrees right now in Fremont, 50s all the way into the Santa Clara Valley. This is jacket weather with that pumpkin spice latte. We are one day away, folks, from the first day of fall. And it kind of already is feeling like it. If only we can get out there and enjoy it. Of course, this air quality is calling for some terrible conditions when it comes to outdoor activities. So take it slow today. Find an indoor activity if possible. 50s right now in San Francisco. Later into this afternoon, we're actually going to warm up into 60s there. It'll be nice and cool for us along the coast today with sunnier skies up into our inland hills, despite the fact that we still have that haze. Now, let's take a quick look at what's coming up right around the corner. These bad conditions when it comes to this haze, it's actually going to start improving heading into our weekend forecast. But we have to get through today first. And many of us are going to be heading to Levi Stadium later tonight for that game. If you are heading out there, just take it slow. It's still going to be hazy for us into the Santa Clara Valley. We're expecting 70s turning into 60s pretty fast into the evening hours tonight. Here's that smoke that's continuing to sweep its way in from offshore. This is moving in with the winds, moving in mostly from the north. So the North Bay is seeing some of the worst air quality. The South Bay catching just a bit of a break, but we're going to have more on that and how that'll impact you in a bit. Also, the North Bay under a red flag warning this morning in certain pockets. I'll have more on that too. For now, over to you.
Well, in the North Bay, as you mentioned, the smoky haze just hovering over Marin County. It didn't stop people from going outside for the most part. Longtime locals tell us this is nothing like the air quality issues that they've had in the past. And it made some of them realize how lucky we've been so far this season.
I think we've all dealt with much worse in the past, so I don't think anybody's really freaking out because this is, we're lucky that if this is all we have for the year, then I think everybody would be happy to just, you know, say that this was not such a bad year.
This has been such a welcome relief. I mean, I'm so happy that I haven't had to use the filters at all. So I would rather have them and not need them.
And if you're looking for the latest air quality readings in your area, we've posted several links with this story over on KPIX.com.
Yeah, I think back to the orange skies that happened, in 2020 in September this time of year. So different than now. But still be careful out there. If you maybe ride your bike or walk to work or school, consider using public transit. Everything is on time this morning. And hey, you'll avoid this. You could use Ace Rail, avoid those brake lights as you head out of Tracy onto 580. Super commuters, it is already busy for you working your way into the Altamont Pass this morning. We've got those brake lights there. And wow, look at this. Already stacked up at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza for commuters heading into San Francisco.
McCaffrey up the middle, inside the 10, a stiff arm at the 5, and in for the touchdown.
And we're going to hope to see a lot more of that tonight at Levi Stadium for the Niners home opener. It's the middle of the week, but the boys are back at it for Thursday night football against the Giants.
I'm so ready for it. And hopefully one of their biggest playmakers will be ready too and on the field. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk is dealing with a shoulder injury and could be a game time decision. He's already been off to a really great start this season. So we want to highlight a one way as well. The team is trying to be more inclusive and acknowledge a global fan base because the Niners, they're popular in a lot of places, not just here, but it is also part of our celebration for Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes, and our Sean Chitness is live this morning at Levi Stadium with more on the man who helps Spanish-speaking fans enjoy the game. Sean, good morning to you once again.
Hey, Nicole and Gianna, good morning. Yeah, what a great way to start off the home opener with Latino Heritage Night. There will be Latin artists that are part of the entertainment during the game. This is really part of an effort by both the team and the league to embrace the fans, the players, and the staff who have Latino culture and heritage. And this one man that we're going to introduce you to is doing just that by really helping to get more fans to pay attention to the team and the games around the world. Jesus Zarate has been a member of the faithful since well before he moved to the Bay Area. Born in Mexico, he got a 49ers gold jacket from his dad that made him a fan for life. And now he gets to cheer on the team professionally as a play-by-play announcer covering games in Spanish.
It's amazing. It's something really special, a dream come true.
Jesus moved to the Bay Area when he was in elementary school. He studied sports broadcasting at San Francisco State, and since 2018, he's been working for the team, broadcasting games each week.
It's very important to make people feel part of this, and I think the 49ers do a great job, excellent job with that.
Fans are listening in from around the world, like Mexico, Costa Rica, and even Spain. That makes his job a lot of fun, but it also gives him a great responsibility. And while Jesus takes his job seriously, he still has moments that bring out the child from Mexico cheering on his team.
During game days, we always have like Jerry Rice on the sidelines, and when you look at him, it's like unreal. I mean, that's Jerry Rice, you know, that's the GOAT.
Adios a todo mundo, touchdown, 49ers, Debo Samuel.
Jesus has developed a catchphrase for big plays.
I'm like, okay, adios a todo mundo, which basically means like, goodbye everybody, and then touchdown 49ers.
And even taught us how to say faithful to the Bay in Spanish, fiel a la Bahia. But some terms just don't need translating.
When you say touchdown, everybody understands it, no matter what language they speak.
It's a reminder that regardless of where you live and what culture you come from, the love of the game can unite us all.
In sports, football in this case, brings people together, no matter where you're from.
And Jesus was telling us that social media is really a great tool in this situation because that's what allows him to know where the fans are across Latin America who are listening into his broadcast. Now, if you want to hear him broadcast the games in Spanish, you can do so by going to the 49ers website or by using the team's app. Nicole and Gianna, back to you.